friends, welcome or welcome back. Today I thought I'd do a little bit of a project around the house that I've been putting off for some time, which is my bedroom. This bedroom is the last bedroom or the last room in the house to get redone. We've been living here, I believe now 14 years. We're coming on 14 years that we've been living at this house. We have updated most of the house within the last 2-3 years. So this bedroom has seen its day, and I feel like it's time. As much of a wonderful time we've had in this room along the years, it's housed my kids. My kids have been in this bedroom because it's the largest bedroom in the house. And we remodeled the lower level of the house and put in an extra bedroom there. So we were able to make an extra bedroom and walk-in, which is really nice for one of my daughters. So that meant we were able to take back the master bedroom. So along the years, this bedroom has collected pretty much everything that has outgrown all the other rooms in the house. Older lamps, mismatched furniture, everything just pretty much has landed in here. Outside of, new bedding that's been changed, nothing has been really done. But as you can tell from the swatches, the paint colors on the wall, we've been trying to nail down an ideal color that we love for this room. And it's been a year and a half now that we've been staring at these swatches. We finally decided on the color. And so now comes the hard work of painting. We're going to do some painting, and I would like to, make some changes in the room. We definitely get a lot more light than I anticipated in this room, than I realized, I should say, because half of the time we have our blackouts that are closed. But, being in the room, having everything opened, it's actually quite bright in here. I think the paint color kind of dims it down a bit. It's like this taupey color. It's been taupe for the last 14 years. So I think it's time to see its way out and it needs a new makeover. And I'd like to add some shelving, some plants in here. I think would add a little more ambiance to the bedroom, and some lighting, different lighting. So definitely want to update the lamps. These lamps, one isn't working, but the lamps are quite old. One is working. There's really nothing wrong with the one, but it would be nice to free some space on the side tables. So the side tables were actually a custom built. So I'm not changing the bed. We love our bed. It is a low profile, closer to the ground, IKEA bed. It is a king size. And my husband put together the side tables, and I think what he did is he bought extra headboard, another king size headboard, and cut it down to the sizes and just attached it to the headboard to make it look like one piece. And we love that. And we've got storage underneath, so there's drawers underneath the bed, because the room is not that big. We don't have a whole lot of space for big bulky furniture and drawers. The majority of our stuff is housed under the bed where the drawers are in handy, and we use our closets, of course, which are not huge closets. It would have been nice to have walk-ins, but it is what it is. We don't have a light fixture in the bedroom. Most of the rooms in the house, I want to say, with the exception of the kitchen and the dining room, don't have light fixtures, but there are no light fixtures in any of the rooms. It's pretty much floor lamps or, whatever lighting we've purchased and housed along the corners of the house, so it tends to be a little dark. So this will be the first room I want to address that. I'd like to I'm thinking sconces or some nice pendant lighting. I popped onto the IKEA website and saw some pretty nice ideas, some inspirations on Pinterest as well, of course. And so I thought today would be a great day to pop into IKEA and, get some inspirations, see what they have for lighting, what kind of colors they have going on, just, what's new and exciting over there. Let's head on to IKEA. Stick around. Definitely some great inspiration today. I'm glad we had a chance to go to IKEA, and yeah, I am excited to get started on the project. I love some of the shelving that we just saw at IKEA, and I'm thinking either shelving extending across the top of the bed and into the corner, or the corner of the room, and this wardrobe or this cabinet will be gone. So I'm planning on getting rid of the cabinet, and right now it's just housing all my fragrances and perfume in there. But I think some shelving over here and make this a little more functional. I don't love this setup. I think it's just too bulky. And I'd love to have everything maybe in some baskets or some drawers of sorts underneath. I just think this could look better and more functional and not look so crowded. And then maybe a smaller little vanity table. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm thinking. And some either pendant lightings on the corners, so that'll free up our side tables, or some wall sconces if I can get not hardwired, because I think that'll be a bit much to get installed since we don't have any lighting in the room. Our only source is the lamp, the one lamp in the corner, and the window right now. So I think this will be a big change for the room. I think it'll look much better. Also be a little more cozy, a little more, you know, ambient. In terms of the paint color, we have picked out a shade of blue, but it's a blue with a teal undertone. So it's got a little bit of a green in it. So it'll be the one, the first one on the wall there to the left. And I am not sure if I want to do the whole room in that color. I think it'll be really dark and moody, which I love moody. I just don't know that I want moody all the time. So I'm actually thinking of doing that main wall in the blue, and then the other walls in the room, the same off-white I have in the rest of the house. So the rest of the house, the color that I have is White Dove. And I think it's just like this glowy, creamy looking, not cream, not beige, but it's an off-white. And then depending on the lighting through the house, it just glows during certain times of the day. It's really beautiful. So it'll look bright during the day, but it'll look very moody and ambient in the evening. And I think it'll look really nice with the blue. That is pretty much the color scheme throughout the house, is what you're seeing here. The blues, the creams. We have a Hail Navy in the house as well. Some browns, some wood tones, and some greens just here and there sprinkled around, which is nice. And then your black, of course. So we just keep everything very neutral, very relaxing, but at the same time a bit contemporary, not exactly modern, not exactly vintage looking. So just, you know, cozy. That's what we like. On the project, I think, you know, in the next coming weeks, pick up the paint, start prepping the room, moving furniture. Like I said, I'm wanting to get rid of that big chunky cabinet in the room, so probably going to list that on Marketplace, see if anybody else would want to use that or purchase it for themselves, find a new home. And yeah, there's one bit of the puzzle that's still missing, and that's, you know, the upcoming trip I have planned. I am not going to fully finish the room just yet. I think this trip is going to be a big source of inspiration as well for our home space. I think that there's something about going away and coming back home with fresh eyes and just, you know, being inspired by everything you've experienced and absorbed out there, outside of your comfort zone, outside of your home. So, you know, usually decluttering, you usually see things again with fresh eyes. And I think it's going to be a big source of inspiration, especially with plants and finding homes and spaces and plant styling. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, if you've made it this far, thanks for sticking around. Please consider subscribing, sharing, liking this video, and we'll see you in the next one.